Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank all of you to be here, who are here today with me. And I want to thank my parents, my teachers, my coaches, and all my dear friends who helped me pursue this stage today. Let me ask you one question. How many of you are happy with your career today? Okay, I see a good amount of hands up, but what about the others? Super happy, very good. But yeah, but when I ask to many people, or as per the statistics we have, 9 out of 10 people are not happy with their career. Either they have some issues, or they have some challenges in their career, or they want to change their career. And this is how, the thing goes. Let me introduce myself. I am Vikram and I'm from Chennai. I am a technology manager for the world famous elevators, and I'm also a career coach. And now I am starting my journey, uh, going back in my time, 10 years back, when I was working in a corporate company. At that time, I was not very happy with my job. I wanted to move up in my career, but something or the other came up and I couldn't reach the level that I wanted. And this is what is a spark which I thought that I should energize and take it to the next level. And I'm here standing in front of you after I achieved it, after I know what is the real meaning I was looking for. So here you see what I've done. So I'm a master's in BITS Pilani, and I'm working in the corporate for the last 18 years. And I have a great passion to motivate people as a career coach and a consultant. Okay, so what you see on this screen is a face of a happy child. But do you think all the children who are in schools today are happy like this? No. The answer is a clear no. The reason is there are a lot of challenges that the children are facing today. What are the common challenges that the students today are facing? You can see some of them here, though I cannot list everything. The first thing is academic pressure and burnout. You can see that even in school children or in your own children at home. There are a lot of things that the children are studying from school. The syllabus is very hard and they feel burnt out. They go to school early in the morning and they reach at 5 o'clock. And they carry so heavy bags every day, which I feel not so very comfortable, when I see children carrying such heavy bags. Second thing is increased stress and anxiety. When I talk to some of the students who are pursuing the 10th standard, I'm hearing that they are feeling stressed because they are preparing for the public exams. And they are so anxious whether they will be able to get their marks, what they deserve or not. The third thing is children are meant to play. But today, we are forcing them to study a lot because so that they'll shine well in their career. That is the basic intention of every parent, to drive a student to study, right? Too much in too less time. Today the syllabus is very hard, that immediately once the school starts, I think the schools are starting to have their midterm exams where the children, before they could realize that they've gone to the school, they have to start preparing for the first midterm exams. And more often, at the same time, the adolescents and their school education also, meets at the same time. So their bodies, changes, their self-esteem issues, all of that comes into the picture. And children are also undergoing a lot of self-discovery, and they are trying to identify themselves based on what others are telling about themselves. If I am good at speech, then they think that, okay, I am a good speaker. If I am good at dance, they will immediately think that they are a good dancer. So they are discovering themselves. Excessive competition and comparison. Students today are being compared with every single action they take with the other friends or other children or the other friend whom they're sitting next to. The final one is bullying. We saw that a lot in the previous sessions as well. Children are being bullied today because they are exposed to a lot of digital screens, and then they are getting into a lot of issues because of this bullying as well. So these are some of the common challenges which we see in school students. So do you think we have a solution to all these challenges? The answer to that is yes. If we allow children to practice mindfulness, to realize their inner power, to come out of their overthinking, to come out of their self doubt, by helping them to be emotionally happy, they can overcome maybe not all the challenges, but most of the challenges. This is something which I feel is a need of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today to bring this transformation in every student we have in our country today. Practicing mindfulness can help students to a great extent. They can set clear goals. Today, if you ask students, they may not have very clear goals. Maybe they have goals which they hear from others, or they hear from their parents, or they visually see it and they think that this is my goal. But a true goal can be set only after you realize who you are, after you have the self transformation, which students don't have today, and enjoying their mind body harmony. So, are there alignment with their mind body? Are they happy with their body and mind connected? No. We as parents spend thousands or lakhs in their school education. How much money do we spend on mental health of our children? Do we even talk to our children and understand whether they love their school, whether they love the subjects that they are studying, whether they are happy with the food they eat? So what I'm talking about is mental health, ladies and gentlemen. Mental health is very important for anybody, not only our children, even for us. But students today don't know that. They are studying physics, chemistry, biology, machines, robotics, and whatnot. But they don't know how their own mind works. Do they know what is a conscious mind and what is a subconscious mind? The wealth is lying in the subconscious mind. Do our children know how to control their subconscious mind? No, they don't know. And we as parents sometimes can help them. But what about the children who are not privileged? And if you give the self transformation to the children, they themselves can identify who they are and they can choose the career what they want. But today we are not in a position to give them the self transformation. So we as parents can spend our time to sit with them and talk and teach them all this. But the real point here is our school education should have a mandatory subject to include mindfulness as part of the school curriculum. This will really change the way the children think, the way they handle their challenges, and they can also choose the right career that they want. Imagine someone wanting to change their career at the age of 40. Will that be easy? Or if you choose a right career at the root level, will that be easy? Please think about it. Coming to professionals. Now we spoke about students and their challenges. Let's talk about professionals. You see a lot of happy professionals here, waving at you. Most of the professionals who I'm talking about, who I spoke to, have some challenges or the other in their current job. Why? Because of some of these mistakes which they have committed in their past. Abandoning your network. Do I really connect to all the managers, all the colleagues that I worked in through my career? Seizing development of your skills. The first investment that we should do is on our own personal development. But some of us don't do that. Switching jobs without following a protocol. Today I'm seeing professionals switching a lot of jobs every 2 years. Maybe it is for money or they don't feel connected to their job. But is that really working well for them? Is that the right thing to do? Not setting career goals. As a manager, I also have people reporting to me. And when I talk to them, I don't see them having long-term goals. I want them to have long-term goals. I tell them, please think about what you want to do in 10 years, 20 years. If you're in 40, what you'll be doing at the age of 60? Have you thought about it? Neglecting relationships at work. I sit in a cubicle, but I don't know who is sitting in the next cubicle even. I don't even go and talk to them. Or I work from home for years together. So this is how in the today's world relationships are being neglected. Prioritizing money. Yes, we all work for money. But is that money really giving the happiness that we want? Are we really happy at the job, what we are doing, if we simply quitting the job and changing the job? Wasting time at job. Some of them even spend a lot of time in cafeteria, or they don't spend a lot of time understanding their current job. So a lot of time gets wasted if we are not focusing on our current job as well. And choosing careers in different industries. There are a lot of people I'm seeing, if they are finding it interesting, they change their career every 2 years. And that is also creating a conflict in your mind. So, and avoiding to speaking with others. I think the more you speak to others, the more your fears are gone and you are feeling grounded. But the moment you stop speaking, you are not internally happy. So these are the common mistakes which professionals do today. Imagine if professionals are given mindfulness, if they are undergoing self transformation, what all they can do. A happy and a mindful professional practices mindfulness every day. They feel gratitude. This is not only for professionals, for everybody, even for students, children, parents. Everyone have to practice gratitude. Do they really appreciate what all they have? Every day, every single day, we ask people to write 5 things what they are happy about in their job. That increases their gratitude energy. Enjoying work. Do they really enjoy their work? But after practicing mindfulness, you will see that automatically you love the job you do because you are spending a lot of time appreciating it, looking at the things around, and we are being conscious at whatever you have, whatever resources you have. Developing laser focus. Most of the issues in at work comes because when you lose focus. And if you increase your focus, what automatically happens is it shows up in your productivity. So developing laser focus is also one benefit if corporate people are practicing mindfulness. Journals daily. Journaling is one of the best thing to connect to your mind. It's one of the best mindfulness practice. We asked people to write what happened in a day, whether they are 10 things which they liked, 10 things which they did not like. That is the best way to connect to your mind. So, and then healing. The next topic that I want to talk about is healing. Love your career and heal your career energy. How many of us love our career? Whatever career it might be. Thank you. I see some hands being raised. Yes. Love is one emotion which can heal the world and it can heal your career as well. And these are some of the affirmations. These are like if you are from Hindu religion, I think you know the word sankalp. Affirmations are like sankalp. The moment you repeat these words again and again, it enters your subconscious mind and you start attracting the same thing that you have repeated again and again. So the one that I've highlighted here is great things are happening in my career. If you say that you want to have brilliant things happening in your career, keep saying this every single day. And other affirmations are also given here. I love my job. Say it loud every day. My perfect dream job is on its way now. So I'm not going to read everything, but this is some of the affirmations that you can read. And coming to the final part of my presentation, career healing. How many of you know this word called healing? How many of us have the regular habit of healing ourselves or healing our emotions which is stored in our mind? This is very important for you to have a healthy and successful career. Say I love you to your job. How many of us say I love you to your job? Thank you. Thank you for those who are raising your hands. But if you have this practice of saying I love you to your job or whatever you do, if you are a student, then to your school education. If you are a businessman, then to your business. The moment you say I love you, my job, I love you, my studies, whatever subject it might be, I love you, my college, or I love you, my business. If you're into service, I love you, my dear service, the moment you repeat these words, you will see that brilliant energy, positive energy is getting built up in your mind. This is the first step I tell to people who come to me with some kind of issues to start healing their career energy. Second thing, gratitude to your gurus. I think in your career down the line, as might have switched many jobs, do you have any incident in any of your job where you have had some conflict, or you did not perform well, due to which you had some hard feelings which are not yet healed? That, if it remains in your mind, starts you start attracting the similar situations again and again. So this is what I'm trying to say. Pay respect to your gurus or people who helped you come up in your career. They acted as a ladder for you to walk through them and reach the position you have today, which is very important for you to pay gratitude and salute your gurus, your teachers, your parents. Without those blessings, the current job, what you do, will not flourish. As simple as it is. The more gratitude you pay to your gurus, your managers, your organizations where I worked, because it one way or the other it helped me save my skin. So I have to pay gratitude to everybody who were part of that journey. Healing your career energy. Healing your career energy is possible through several modalities. I have listed down a modality called Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is one brilliant modality through which you can heal your energy. There are various modalities like simple, quantum, and inner child healing. I want to talk about inner child healing a little bit more because it is going to help most of you here. All of us have an inner child inside, living inside us. It might be still crying. If you go back in time, 10 years, 20 years down the line, you might have faced a situation where you were not happy or you are still regretting. And that is nothing but an inner child still crying inside you. And if you identify that particular incident where your inner child is still hurt and still crying and needs that healing, if you go and sit with that inner child, hug the inner child, and say the inner child that I am there with you now, you will feel better right now. All the issues that you are facing today in your life is because of some situation or some incident or someone who created that in your life in your past. If you sit with yourself and go back in time and identify at every 10 years, at 20 years, what happened in your life, try to recall those incidents and which is that particular incident which is haunting you even today. That is the incident that you should heal right now. The moment you feel you heal that energy, you will heal right now. And that is going to brilliantly work in career as well. In your career, a lot of people are getting laid off today, and that is creating a lot of emotional traumas in professionals' mind. People are losing their jobs for no reason. They are getting thrown out you know like that, and this is creating a lot of emotional trauma and distress in professionals' mind. And the professionals have to sit with themselves and go back in time when this particular incident happened and heal that person who is still crying. Maybe it is, I'm 40 now, maybe at the age of 30, if I have some incident like that in my career, I should sit with that 30-year-old Vikram and talk to him and say him that I am there with you now, and hold his hand and say that I love you. This is nothing, you're just part of learning. If you do that, you will feel better right now. And that is the first step in moving forward in your life as well. Okay? So I think I have covered uh, all my learnings so far. And in summary, I want to also say that please love your career. Career is the bread and butter of all our life. I think we should pay gratitude. We should love our career and be so happy about our career. Thank you so much for this opportunity.